What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to talk with you a little bit about investing in your business and different ways that you can invest in your business, both with money and without money, in order to bring results and to grow your business. So let's get into it. So the first way that you can invest in your business is by purchasing knowledge. Now, most of the time this comes in the form of courses, right? Now, when I started out my business, I paid for a lot of courses. And this really is one of the best ways to learn from other people that have gone through what you're going through right now and have made it out the other side and had success. And so I know there's a lot of skepticism around courses. The reason that I wanted to bring this one up first is because I came across a comment thread in Facebook the other day where somebody was just so offended that somebody was selling a course for $700. And the first thing that I thought when I saw that is, number one, that person has a mentality of scarcity. And number two, that person's going to have a very hard time ever growing a successful business if they're not even willing to invest $700 into knowledge that could potentially help them grow their business. Now, people are always willing to invest $700 in, vacations or car payments or a new iPhone or whatever it is. But when it comes to investing in your business, all of a sudden we don't have enough money. And so I would definitely recommend investing in the proper courses. So do your homework, make sure that the person that you're taking the course from actually knows what they're doing. But at the end of the day, buying that knowledge is going to save you a ton of time, a ton of mistakes, a ton of heartache and headache, and it's going to get you where you want to go faster. So invest in knowledge. The next thing that you're going to want to invest in is the proper gear. Now, without getting too in detail into the gear that I'm using, there is one piece of gear that made a massive difference for me, and that is when I upgraded from just using my laptop to getting a widescreen monitor. Now, I know that these look really glamorous and cool, and originally that was kind of why I got it, but I didn't realize how much easier it was going to be for me to stay locked into my work when I was no longer hunched over like typing on my little laptop keyboard, but I was sitting back and being able to view multiple desktops within my monitor, and it just made it so much easier and more efficient to work for long periods of time. The other thing that I invested in was a new office that has, a little bit more professional backdrop. I've got a quiet space away from my screaming, playing kids that allows me to take Zoom calls and phone calls and have an environment where I'm really truly locked in and focused on work. And so those are two things that I highly recommend to you. Now, the next thing is something that all of us can invest, and that is our time. Now, I know we're all in different situations. Some of us have lost our job, and so we've got every minute of the day to work on building our freelance business. And some of you have jobs, and so the only time you have is maybe in the evening times or on the weekends. But with that being said, time is one of your most valuable assets, and if you use it properly, even just an hour a day can give you all of the knowledge and understanding that you need to grow a successful business. And so the first place that I would recommend you spend your time, besides honing in like your design skills, would be on YouTube. There is so much free, awesome content on YouTube, and most of the time you can find everything that you would learn in a paid course on YouTube. It just takes more time, and it's going to be scattered all across YouTube, right? So a couple of channels that I would recommend that have made a big difference for my business are, first, Ryan Stewart, who teaches SEO and building an SEO agency. I love Greg Hickman as well. He talks about building a successful digital marketing agency. Charisma on Command is another awesome one that has to deal with all things charisma and socially interacting with other people and being likable. I also love The Future. They have great content for designers and freelancers. Fox Web School is another great one for web designers. Foundr Magazine is a great place to find motivational, entrepreneurial type videos. And then, of course, Ron Segal has a great YouTube channel as well to help designers who want to grow a business. The other thing that you can do to invest your time is reading the right books. Now, without going too in depth, because I'm going to have all of these resources down below this video in the description, but I'm going to put some of my favorite books, both ones that correlate directly with the type of business that I run, and then also more motivational books or books that have nothing to do with work but are just really inspiring or a great way to escape from work for a little while. So check those down below. You can find those below my recommended courses. Now, with all of that said, the last thing that I want to talk about is investing in the right people, because at the end of the day, you can invest in knowledge, you can invest in tools, but nothing is going to be more important than the people around you. And this is one thing that, thank goodness, I did right, and it wasn't due to my experience, but I just lucked out by finding good people. And you need to know that good people are almost always going to cost more, and sometimes those better people are going to ask for more, but other times you're going to come across somebody, and depending on how much you pay them, that's the type of employee or contractor they're going to be. And so you never want to cheap out on people. When I started out, I hired an SEO team that was way more expensive than just outsourcing on like Fiverr or something like that. But it was so worth it because they do such an incredible job, and I don't have to worry about them. I don't have to micromanage them, and the results we get from my clients are awesome. And so my clients have kept us around forever. And so investing in the proper team is so important. Now, I learned that lesson with the SEO team, and so I turned around and hired who I think is probably the best Webflow designer and developer out there. And I also have one of the sharpest project managers. And while these people may be a little bit more expensive, in the long run, this is going to be my team that I run with. This is going to be my team that helps me build this to a multiple $million business. And they are more than just employees or contractors. They're my business partners. They have done so much for the business. And so make sure that when you're looking to invest, you're investing in the right people. Even if it cuts into your margins, it is worth it. And so invest in the right people. And then also when you invest your time, when you invest in the right tools, and when you invest in knowledge and courses, you're going to have everything that you need to succeed as a freelancer, as a web designer, or as a business owner. So thanks so much for watching this video. At the end of this video, I'm going to have a couple additional recommended videos that are going to be really helpful to get you to that next level. And if you have any comments, please drop them down below. Please like this video if it was helpful at all, and we will catch you in the next one.